To the stumbling blocks, I just slipped on cracks. It's commandment laws, so we need to stay on track. Your heart as a house at mercy, put it on my back. One body with your house shy, no, so we can't move slack.
They're not attentive to the roads.
Right.
You understand? If you see a natural woman and she's got locks in her hair and wearing a dress, you think the money and Bentleys entertain her? Books entertain her, man.
That's right.
And a lot of you don't read, so you don't know how to keep her attributes.
That's right.
Right? You don't know how to build her up in righteousness. Man want these dummies and these Barbie girl and these dance girl. Who wants a dance girl, man? I want a smart woman. Understand? But a lot of them want to be bad bitches. It's madness. So be a bad bitch, innit? Alright? Go on.
Right. What, do you want me to carry on with that?
No. Give me the book of Timothy. Chapter 6.
First.
Yeah, you know well.
Yeah. So this is the book of 1 Timothy chapter 6 and verse 7. It says, for we brought nothing into this world, and it is certain we can carry nothing out.
Go on.
And having food and raiment, let us be therewith content.
Yeah. Let's be content. Let's not try to chase the bag. Let's not try, you know what I mean, feed the pastor with all of our the collection plate. Let's just be content with what the Most High has given us. He's given us food. He's given us raiment. He's given us wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. I'm trying to hear out the gym road freaking fast. Let's get the book of Ezekiel chapter 16. And even it says about, you know the one where it says health is the best thing unto a man. Well, but then remember that one?
Yeah.
I'll find it.
Yeah, this is the book of Ezekiel 16, yeah?
Yeah, and I think that, yeah. 11. It's a bit higher still. And what then? What should I start? Yeah, start 9.
And Ezekiel 16 and verse 9 says, then washed I with the water. Yea, I thoroughly washed away thy blood from thee.
So yeah, water is a principal thing, right? He washed us with water, read.
And I anointed thee with oil.
And look, oil. Same thing that was read in the Sirach 39 and 26. Water, oil. Alright,
verse 10, I clothed thee.
Water, raiment. Alright, go on.
Also with broidered work. And shod thee with badger skin.
A broidered work, that's the kente clothing. The actual kente clothing is worth so much. Why? Because they embroidered it. Right?
Hand woven, the Lord.
Hand woven, embroidered, right? Read.
And I girded thee about with fine linen, and I covered thee with silk.
Alright, covered thee with silk. Go on.
I decked thee also with ornaments, and I put bracelets upon thine hands, and a chain on thy neck.
Yeah, we had the bling bling, right? And you know, they say gold, it has attributes that people don't understand, and how it brings in a certain, because it's a stone, it brings in certain, but we don't go into that. It's not, but that's the understandings that they bow down to. That gold has an energy source, and it brings in and it attracts, and that's what they was using in the Targaryen empires. You know what I mean? How they had gold and certain pillars, certain places, and it will take in the electrons of the world. Well, energies, right? That's what we deal with. Energies, right? Spiritual vibes.
And just a quick point as well. Same with Egypt as well. When they done the pyramids, it was overlaid with gold.
Yeah.
So they even go like deep in with the gold as well. Like they understood.
At the top of all the pyramids was a fat golden pyramid at the tip. So go on.
So yeah, verse 13, no, Slakia, verse 12, Ezekiel 16 and verse 12, and I put a jewel on thy forehead and earrings in thine ears and a beautiful crown upon thine head.
Yeah, so that's what the Most High has given us. Get rid of the book now.
you what? The one in Sarah?
Yeah, the one that says about the benefits of going to the gym. The weights.
It's low.
I just know I've got a thing. I've got a man pumping weights on this.
This is. I haven't. Yeah, this is Sirach chapter 30 and verse 14. Shall I start? Yeah. Better is the poor being sound and strong of constitution than a rich man that is afflicted in his body. Health and good state of body are above all gold, and a strong body above infinite wealth.
Yeah, so the whole point of it is you can have the principal things of the Most High, alright, that's good. But if you want to be better than gold and silver and all these things, is you want wisdom, but you also want to be exercising. Exercising is a definite part of the principles of a man's life. You think you're just going to be sitting down eating lamb all day, every day of the week, eating lamb. You know what I mean? It's not going to work out. Having wine for breakfast, lunch and dinner because it says the blood of the great. You're going to have to do things in Proverbs 11 and 1.
This is Proverbs 11 and verse 1.
Chapter 4 verse 8.
A false balance is an abomination unto the Lord.
So yeah, simple and plain. You got to make sure you balance it out. A lot of people, they're unbalanced in this thing. They're way off the scales. They're too balanced in the world. They're loving too much of the world. They ain't got a balance. Alright?
Read that, bro. This is the book of 1 Timothy, chapter 4, verse 8. For bodily exercise profiteth little.
What was that again?
For
bodily exercise profiteth little.
So yeah, you can be too indulged into bodily exercise. If you go to the gym every minute, that is not going to profit anything. Because there needs to be a balance. You need to have your mind, your body, and your soul collectively in the right places. You need wisdom. You need. So what you think because you're going to the gym, you're wealthy now. You got riches because that's what it says. Oh yeah, bodily exercise, man. I'm better than gold and silver. But what is gold and silver if you're not wise in the laws, statutes, and the commandments?
That's right.
Because King Solomon had many gold, had much gold. King Solomon was wise, the wisest. But he still broke a commandment. He got punished for that. He lost all his gold. Started to sleep with other nations. Right? So what happened to King Solomon? Right? Bodily exercise, King David, man. Imagine how bodily exercise he had. But did he just have the bodily exercise and the wisdom? No. He fought lions, man. Bears. He must have been very strong.
Very strong.
Alright? But still, all of that profiteth nothing if you do not fear the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Understand?
Right, that's right.
Who's what's his name when he's at home? Goliath. Who's Goliath, man? That's the chopped up Philistine, man.
Right.
Bodily exercise don't mean nothing, man. Right? And there was many guys that was strong and big amongst the Israelites. So didn't mean nothing if you didn't follow orders. Who's that guy? Jonathan. Was it Jonathan? He wanted to make a name for himself.
Yeah.
Yeah. They were big and strong.
Just finishing that one. 1 Timothy chapter 4 and verse 8. For bodily exercise profiteth little,
Go on.
but godliness is profitable.
But that's the point.
Unto all things.
Unto what?
Unto all things.
And that's the point. Alright? All this bodily exercise that people are dealing with, it's a little thing. It's a little thing. It profits, but okay, it's better than gold and silver. But it's a little thing. Alright? The Most High keeping his word, keeping his law. Sister, you keep looking. Sister, let me give you 2 verses. Sister, what's your nationality, please? You're pushing out your lips now. What's going on? Go on, get the wisdom. Yeah, wisdom obtaineth his love. Alright? Give me the one, Psalms 110 and verse 11. Mano.
This is Psalms 110, Slacker. 111 and verse 10.
King, you have 2 minutes. I want to know where your nationality is. Jamaican. 2 minutes. Jamaica means the land of Jamaica. We're better than that, brother. We are princes of God. We are God on this earth. We are Israelites. We're not Ethiopian, we are Israelites. But you're not Ethiopian, you are Israelites. Ethiopia and Israelite different people, yeah? Bro, don't, please, King. Stop with the McDonald's as well, bro, yeah? That's poisoning our children. You know what I mean? As a Rasta. Bro, the McDonald's are poison, my brother. Understand? Man, don't say Rasta in your McDonald's, bro. What's hamburger? Yeah, hamburger. Anyway, look. Go on, read that.
This is Psalms 111 and verse 10.
Yeah, 111 and 10.
The fear of the Lord is the beginning of wisdom.
So when you fear the Lord, that is the beginning of wisdom. Alright, read.
A good understanding have all they that do his commandments. His praise endureth forever.
Alright, so when you do his commandments, that's when wisdom, knowledge, and understanding will enter into your soul.
That's right.
A lot of them don't understand this. That's why when he says, pray for wisdom. James 1 and 5. But if you pray for wisdom, you must. I'm telling you this, you are definitely, certainly started to keep the laws and the commandments somewhere down the line. Somewhere in your inkling, the woman said, you know what, I need to stop wearing these trousers, you know. I always had in my spirit. Remember the woman came up one time. Somewhere in my soul said I needed to start wearing the dress, you know. It's only because it's hot right now, but I was thinking about this, and you're not the only one that said it. Someone said it to me the other day.
That's right.
And I'm gonna start wearing it. Hey, my guy, you came up earlier to listen. Yes. You got 2 minutes. Where you from?
Country.
Yeah. Trinidad. So now, are you from the Asian side or from the
my dad's Asian.
Your dad's from the Asian side?
Yeah.
Okay. You know, it's cool, man, because we're here for the ones that are from the Negro side. The ones that...
My whole mom's side.
Yeah. So your mom is going to have your father's lineage in slavery if she keeps the laws and commandments. Understand? So if you got any cousins from your mom's side, you need to tell them that they are the children of Israel. But
I've been trying to slang that on them, man. They don't want to listen, man.
But it's not for the Indian side of the Trinidadians. Because I know India, a lot of Indians went over to Trinidad and Tobago as well. So there's a mixed multitude over there right now. But what it is, it's not for Elam. The Indians in the Bible, they're called Elam. And the Most High's got a prophecy against them for what they've done in history. You understand? So I know it does seem like a slap in the face because you've lived in that as they deem you as a Negro. They deem you as how we are. You know what I mean? Anyone could be confused if they don't ask you as well. And you know your heritage through your loins of your father. So yeah, man, look, your cousins, if their dads, see, proud guys, man. See, if your dad now, if your cousins, if their dads are Negroes, then they fit the curses of the Israelites, and they've got an inheritance of the kingdom forever and ever. You know? Most I went, I could find it to give you how much.
Have a good day, Joe. Bless up, man.
Hey, yo, nice one for you, man. No, but you know what? He was meek, he was humble.
He's been trying to show it.
And he said he's been trying to show that, bro, that's amazing. And even he knows the doctrine of kind of, he was trying to say, bro, I've been trying to show them. And he knows it's a kind of a slap in the face thing.
That's why sometimes there's granddads as well.
No, but you know what? Hope and pray that he needs to hope, because there was Israelites in India. There's Israelites in the province of when you read Esther, innit? From Ethiopia, from Kush to India. So who knows? Where are you from? What's your nationality? Are you from Hispanic? Are you native? Latino. Come. Your sister, come here, señorita. Señorita. We are the real Israelites. You know this. You've been listening. You've heard about this for how long? How long did you know that we were the Israelites?
I know.
How are you? Yeah.
Just at church at the
About
moment.
9 teaching.
I know about what time, but not much years. But why?
Because what it is, the Negroes and Hispanics, we have been split apart. But the Most High is going to bring us back together again. Give me that in Ezekiel. We're going to show you something. Give me Ezekiel, chapter 35. No, sorry, 37 and 15.
This is Ezekiel chapter 37 and verse
Hosea
15.
chapter 2.
The word of the Lord came again unto me, saying, Moreover, thou son of man, take thee one stick and write upon it for Judah and for the children of Israel,
So there's one
his
stick,
companions.
and it's gonna be alright for Judah, alright, go on, and his companions, go on.
Then take another stick
Take another stick.
and write upon it for Joseph, the stick of Ephraim.
So this is the Hispanics, the Native Americans, alright, Mexicans, Brazilians, Panama, Honduras. You know what I mean? These are Cuban, Colombian, alright,
Puerto
Dominicans. These are for you, alright. Even like the black Portuguese as well, alright. This one is for Negroes, so Jamaica, Trinidad, Barbados, African American. You get where we're going with this? Nigerian, Ghanaian. These are the Negroes. So the Hispanics and Negroes are going to be joined together on one stick, because we make 12 tribes. We are just 3 tribes: Judah, Benjamin, Levi. You are the other tribes, the other 12 tribes of Israel.
So what I was here is really, I have an appointment now, you really should go. But nice to meet you, it's very nice.
They're humbling.
Yeah, peace and love, sister. Hosea chapter. I'll finish up.
Then take another stick and write upon it for Joseph, the stick of Ephraim, and for all the house of Israel, his companion.
Yeah, so that's going to be, bam, joined together. Alright? And it says join it together, right?
And join them one together.
And join them what?
And join them one together into one stick.
Into what?
Into one stick. And they shall become one in thine hand.
And they're going to be one people, man.
That's the same thing with the beginning, with the, the guy saying that God and Jesus are together. Remember, they were on one accord, just like how the northern and southern are going to be back to one.
The one body.
Yeah, you get it?
That's why Ephesians 4 was the same thing. They're going to be one body.
That's right.
One people.
That's right.
The brother went and got chained there. You charge up. You charge up now, bro, yeah? You charge up. Ready. You got chained.
This is the book of Hosea, chapter 1 and verse 10.
1 and 10. 2 and 22.
Can't. Book of Hosea, chapter 2 and verse 22. And the earth shall hear the corn and the wine and the oil, and they shall hear Jezreel. Can't. And I will show her unto me in the earth, and I will have mercy upon her that had not obtained mercy.
So that's what the Most High is doing. He's having mercy on the people that, like, because they join themselves onto idols, man. Right? My people are destroyed for lack of knowledge. Just talking about Ephraim, really. Right? The Ephraim is lacking understanding. Right? Read.
Khan, I will say to them, which are not my people, Slacker, I will say unto them, which were not my people, thou art my people.
And that's what the Most High done. Right? He said it unto a people, right, that weren't, that he said they're no longer his people. You are our people. You have to come back. You have to fulfill prophecy. That's why Paul's mission is to the Gentiles. Alright? Alright, and the Gentiles, you might think it means anybody, just all the heathens, anyone that's not an Israelite, but sometimes it means the ones that are just living in a Gentile mind state. And we can understand that by 1 Corinthians. Alright? Good, bro? You have 2 minutes on the hear a verse? You don't want no money, bro. Alright, 1 Corinthians chapter 10. No, yeah. And you get the one that says that we were once Gentiles. You get the one that says we were once Gentiles.
This is the book of
Corinthians. Read this first,
This is the book of 1 Corinthians chapter 10 and verse 1. Moreover, brethren, I would not that ye should be ignorant, how that all our fathers were under the cloud and all passed through the sea.
Yeah, so this is Paul saying that the Gentiles, all our fathers in Corinth, went through the sea, man. Alright, read.
And were all baptized unto Moses in the cloud and in the sea.
You said you was gonna go, bro, don't do that, bro.
You're a liar.
Yeah, come in.
You're a liar, man.
Bro, you did say that. So yeah, they were all baptized in the Passover, in the Red Sea, when they walked through. Alright? And last time I checked, the Most High parted the sea so they didn't even have a drop of water on them. So how could they be baptized if they didn't have no water? They didn't dip themselves in any water. It was dry for them to walk through. But that was the baptism. Sister, can I ask you one question? Where are you from? St. Lucia and Guyana. Alright. Do you prefer men or women? You prefer both? Okay, now you know if we just said you look like all like women just go on an island, it's not gonna work out for you. You need to now demonize our children to make them turn into them. You get that? So now my child, I brought her up to know that she needs a husband. But then some girl's gonna come along and try and lick her out. You know what I mean? And she's might, I don't know, some spirits might enter into her, but she might have been hurt by a couple men. She might feel like this woman has done more for her than a man has. And now that's not the case because she will never bear children. She's gonna need to now get a sperm from a man or go to a scientist, a wizard or some Harry Potter to mix her up, and that's not natural. And I see you like nature, you like being natural, keeping the roots and understand. But the roots of our ancestors says that we can't do this. Okay? I'm just gonna show you. Because the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, he is our ancestor. Alright? I'm gonna show you. We give me the Ezekiel chapter 16. Alright? You know the one right at the top. It says they used they changed the use of the man. No, that's not the one. 16, are you there already?
Yeah.
Alright, go to
16
at the top.
16. 7.
Yeah, it's at the top. Yeah, 17. Yeah, 17. That's it.
This is Ezekiel 16 and verse 17. It says, "Thou hast also taken thy fair jewels of my gold."
So they've taken the gold. Go on.
"And of my silver which I had given thee, and madest to thyself images of men, and didst commit whoredom with them."
So they took the gold and silver and made an image of a man and created whoredom with it. That's the strap-on. That's the dildo, the vibrator. This was in the time of Ezekiel. but they had golden ones. Now they got plastic and rubber things. Understand? But this is the time of old. That's whoredom. Understand? Give me Deuteronomy chapter 23 and verse 17. Alright? They made whoredom of it, right?
Deuteronomy chapter 23 and verse 17. There shall be no whore of the daughters of Israel.
There shall be what?
There shall be no whores of the daughters of
So
Israel.
you're not allowed to make dildos and make whoredom with them. You're a child of, you're a daughter of Zion. You are so beautiful, sis. You understand? You're beautiful than more in the Indian gal, the Somalian gal, them gal, there's nothing over you, sister. You understand? But what it is, you need to embrace it, and we don't have strong, powerful, so-called black men or Israelite men boosting up our sisters, looking after the children, giving them the knowledge and wisdom that they require. Because our women, they're powerful, but a lot of the man them, they're sagging their pants, they're looking for gunmen, they love, and the gal them are not no better, they're looking for gunmen. Because what it is, we always like to blame the society and the media and the 5%ers, but they push that on our people for a reason. You know what I mean? They want to genderfy the areas, they want to depopulate the people, they love to push black and white couples and man and man in the thing, make our man them wear skirt and dress to promote effeminate men. They don't want us powerful, they don't want us strong and wise, like Samson, Solomon, David, Ishmael. You know what I mean? But what it is, our women, they need order, structure. Right? In our households, women are raising the men, and the men are feminine holding the handbags. Understand? Read this.
This is the book of Romans, chapter 1,
Isaiah
and
chapter
verse 21. Because that when they knew God, they glorified Him.
No. Go to the point. 25.
20 verse 25. Who changed the truth of God
Romans 1 and 25. Who changed the truth of God
into a lie, and worshipped and served the creature more than the Creator?
Alright, they worship Baal, the goat man. Everyone wants to say I'm the goat. I'm the greatest of all time. But the goat is Baal Hameth. I understand. He's a pedophile. He's a minor attracted person.
Hermaphrodite.
Alright, half demigod on all these madness.
Verse 26. For this cause God gave them up to their vile affection.
And that is vile. Look, they got this man and he's got children. He's polluting the children. You know what I mean?
God gave them up to their vile affection.
Vile affection.
For even their women did change the natural use into which is against nature.
Right? They changed the natural use
onto that which is against nature.
So look, the natural use that we were saying about the silver and the gold. They changed the silver and the gold meant to be for your drink and your thing. Bro, we're done with you.
Trust me.
You're an Israelite, keep the laws and commandments.
No, I'm just trying to quench my thirst, you know what I mean?
You're an Israelite, keep the laws and commandments, bro. We're dealing with our sister. Don't interrupt, brother.
No, I'm not interrupting, I'm trying to...
Go on. Read.
And likewise, also the men, leaving the natural use of the woman.
That's madness. Fatty man thing. Woman's past or in a man's past. It's a mad thing.
Burned in their lust, one towards another.
And that lust isn't a lust of nice. It's crazy.
Men with men.
Men with men.
Working that which is unseemly. And receiving in themselves that recompense of their errors, which was men.
And that's AIDS, that's syphilis, that's all these sorts of diseases that you can catch by being like that. Understand? Herpes, chlamydia, you name it. We get them things because it's uncleanness they're pushing on the earth. Understand? Leviticus 20 and 13.
Against nature.
And we're only saying this because sister, we are the Israelites. Understand? And we have been given laws and commandments. The other nations, they can do that madness. You understand? And it's always another nation that would like to come babes, let's go to the party. And you're seeing them like doing their mad thing with their tongues, and they'll give us a little change on the side, like, yeah, love this, have that iPhone, I've got an iWatch. You know what I mean? They'll give you gifts and like, will make it feel like, oh, I'm profitable around these people. But it's not with the Most High. Because we're gonna have to answer to Him. Our souls will be judged. Leviticus 20 and 13. Has someone got that?
This is Leviticus chapter 20, verse 13. And it reads, if a man also lie with mankind, as he lieth with woman.
And if a woman sleeps with a woman, the same thing, right? Read?
Both of them have committed an abomination.
Both of them committed abomination.
They shall surely be put to death.
And that's a sentence worthy of death by breaking that commandment. You know what happened in Sodom and Gomorrah, right? They got burned up. Right.
This is the book of Ezekiel, chapter 16, verse 53. When I shall bring again their captivity, and the captivity of Sodom and her daughters, the captivity of Samaria and her daughters, then will I bring again the captivity and the captives in the midst of them, that they may bear their own shame.
It's going to be a judgment day, and it's going to be a thing where, you know what, you can repent, sister. That's the whole point that we're trying to get at. You have the chance right now to say, you know what, I know what the Most High wants from me. He wants me to be not no masculine vibrations. I'm a princess of the Most High. You know what I mean? I've got brothers there that are ready to defend me if the thing hits the fan. You know what I mean? You know, I thought, oh, that we were here. And that's what it is. A lot of them don't understand that you do have men that will show you the right ways and defend you. Because the women now, they gotta be the dads in the house. They gotta be the mums in the house. Because why the men them are moving stupid. We're gonna hold our hands up and agree to them. Okay. Our men amongst us, there's some waste man about us. But that's why we woke up and said, you know what, we have to move differently. You know what I mean? We know how we should be. It's not just because we're strong and brother. It's not that. It's also about fearing the Most High and being wise and loving Him. And then He boosts you up. Right? You're the one that we needed, Isaiah.
This is Isaiah 3 and verse 12. It says, as for my people, children are their oppressors, and women rule over them.
So that's what we got in the household. Because we didn't keep the commandments of the Lord, the men are now getting persecuted. When you look at an Indian household, the women are in order. You look at a Chinese household, the women are in order. You look at a Turkish household, the women are in order. Jewish, we can go on. Their women are in order. You know a nation by their women. Because you know that they have the children, how the children are going to grow. That's right. The structure is the father, the son of man, man, woman, child. Alright? The Most High, I was calling the Father, the Most High, the Messiah, who they ignorantly call Jesus, he's the Hawashai. And then you got man, woman, and child. So now, when it's turned upside down, Jeremiah 22. Jeremiah 31. Jeremiah 31, 22.
Jeremiah 31 and verse 22, it says, how long wilt thou go about, O backsliding daughter? For the Lord have created a new thing in the earth. A woman shall compass a man.
The old times, Sarah wasn't above Abraham. Rebecca wasn't above Isaac. Right? Leah and Rachel ain't above Jacob. This is a new thing that the women now are kicking us out the house. Now we're sofa surfing, finding our next BMs, finding our next girlfriend, our next side piece. You know what I mean? Sleeping in our nice cars. We got a nice German whip, but no yard. Because why the rent's bare high, we're getting kicked out of all these jobs so that little Timmy can take over our job that we're overqualified for. I think some of these black men out here are not overqualified. But are they getting, you know what I mean? We're getting oppressed in so many different angles. Do we own the butchers? Do we own the off license? Do we own these hair shops? But who buys it? Who all of that is Caribbean and West Indian goods. Embarking fishmongers.
Ishmael selling.
But the Indian man sells it. Or the Arab man sells it. To us, our seasonings. Yeah. Do they use that to cook? No. They use salt and pepper, the Englishmen. So they're seasoning. But why we're having to do what? You know what I mean? They got nothing to do with us. And that's what it is. When we're talking from this Bible, the Bible is racist. Deuteronomy 7 and 6. Show her why she's the best and the most special and the most beautiful on this earth. Because we was like, we could be making it up. We could just be telling her just because we want her to. Let's show her that we're not making it.
This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 7, verse 6. For thou art a holy people unto the Lord thy God.
Holy means separate, set apart, different from the rest.
The Lord thy God has chosen thee.
He's chosen who?
Has chosen thee.
He's chosen his sister, right? Go on.
To be a special people.
What is she?
A special people.
Special person, sister.
Unto himself.
Unto himself.
Above all people.
Above who?
Above all people.
Above Indian, Chinese, Japanese, all of these.
Above all people that are upon the face of the earth.
So why do we know that we are these people, the Israelites? It says, Deuteronomy chapter 40, Deuteronomy 28 and 40 and 45. And then go to 54.
This is the book of Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 45. Moreover, all these curses shall come upon thee, and shall pursue thee, and overtake thee,
Yeah.
till thou be destroyed.
So curses ain't good things, alright? These are gonna happen to us. Go on.
Because thou hearkenest not to the voice of the Lord thy God, to keep his commandments.
Commandments is like have no graven images. See, like the all these things. These are images, right? We can't have images. We gotta honor our father and mother. We gotta keep the Sabbath day holy. We can't be man and man can't be sleeping together. I mean, these are commandments. If we break these commandments, right? Curses. Read.
To keep the commandments and his statutes, which he commanded thee,
Go on.
and they shall be upon thee for a sign.
So as we go through these curses, we're gonna identify who they pertain to. Right, read? Because they're a sign.
For a sign and for a wonder, and upon thy seed forever.
So this is generational curses. Right? Keep reading.
Because thou servest not the Lord. 48, yeah? Calm. Because, slack yo. Therefore, thou shalt serve thy
You
enemies,
shall serve your enemies.
which the Lord shall send against
The
thee.
Most High sent them because we're stronger than them. In the boxing, in the running, the track and field, the tennis, the women just won the US Open the other day. You name it, we're stronger. Formula One, Hamilton, Tiger, with anything we do, the Most High shows that we're powerful academically, physically, athletically. You get it? We're powerful, right? We're chosen. We're
Which
special.
the Lord shall send against thee in hunger, and in thirst,
And in first,
and in nakedness,
and in nakedness.
and in want of all things.
So if you want to cook, if you want to drink, if you want to clothe yourself, you have to do that from your enemy. Burns, primer, wherever you get what I'm getting with this, right? Everything we get from our oppressor, from your enemy. Alright? Go to 54.
And he shall put a yoke,
Yeah. Yoke of iron.
and he shall put a yoke of iron upon thy neck.
Alright, look, yoke of iron. We're going into slavery with the yokes of iron on us, right?
A yoke of iron upon thy neck until he has destroyed thee.
We're destroyed because now we don't need the yokes of iron on our neck. We're happy calling ourselves black British and all of these things. That's a yoke of iron on your mind. Because you're not black, your shoes are black. You understand? The bag is black, but your skin is brown.
That's right.
We're colorblind nowadays. Alright, go on.
Verse 54. So the man that is tender among you and very delicate.
Before we was very tender and delicate. We see a brother, we'll say, yo bro, you good, love, yeah? But then it turns into, this is my ends, fam. Like the guy said, what are you doing in my ends? Then this belongs to King Charles.
Becomes grievous.
Understand? Alright, read.
So the man that is tender among you and very delicate.
Go on.
His eye shall be evil towards his brother.
And we know about the gang crime. Understand? PNP, JLP, the political parties, right? Johnson Burgers, anywhere you go around the world, right? Around London, around England, there's gonna be brothers evil against each other.
And towards the wife of his bosom.
And then what?
And towards the wife of his bosom.
Domestic violence in the households. Alright? We grew up with these things, alright?
And towards the remnant of his children, which he shall leave.
And then you got single parent households. Alright? And that's why you get domestics. The woman's shouting at you because why? She's the leader of the house. But the man's a lion. He's trying to be the king. So you can't have two kings in the house. That's right. That's why it ends up turning into a domestics. Masculine and masculine, positive and positive, it's gonna repel. The woman has to be that pillar of rest for her husband. Because he's getting persecuted on the roads. He's getting persecuted by feds. His work's trying to bear to cling onto his job by a friend. Then he's got bills coming in. Right? His children want to get them new Jordans and they get a PS5. His wife wants to take that holiday trip.
Take a flyer.
These are things.
Take a flyer.
You get what I'm getting at this. You can see where it builds up, and the man, he gets a thing called anxiety. You see men that don't have control of the situation, it builds anxiety, it builds depression. And a lot of the men are black men. They're dying from suicide. They don't mention these things. But why are we dying from suicide rates and high? Because what this society isn't for us, it's for them. Because this is not our rest. Understand? This is a curse on us. This identifies to the Israelites.
Right.
These curses. Go to 68. This is another one. This is a sign to identify us, right?
This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, verse 68.
Bring it out.
And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships.
He will bring Egypt, and there's another word for saying slavery. Right? You know what happened to us in Egypt? Slave. Right? We're going to show you. It means the house of bondage.
I am the Lord thy God.
Deuteronomy,
Exodus chapter 20, verse 2. I am the Lord thy God, which have brought thee out of the land of Egypt, out of the house of bondage.
What's another word for bondage? Slave.
Right? Deuteronomy 28 and 68. And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships.
Alright, ships, alright, go on.
By the way whereof I spake unto thee, thou shalt see it no more again.
Okay, so above here, above Saudi Arabia, we are the Israelites, right? We come from Israel, that's our homeland, right? So we shall see it no more again, right? Read.
And there ye shall be sold unto your enemies.
We shall be sold unto our enemies. These are not our friends. These are our enemies. Alright, read.
For bondmen and bondwomen.
Bondmen, bondwomen.
And no man shall buy you.
And the bond, you know what the bonds are? You know what your birth certificate is? The West Virginia company. You've got a bond on you. Do you know why? What is your name? Is it this? Is it like, you know, Kunta Kinte and them? Is your name the name of a Ghanaian? Is it what is it? It's like an Englishman's last name, right? That's going to show that your ancestors were slaves to that last name, plantation, you know. And then that's the bonds that they have. So now, somewhere deep down the line, they can say they set you free, but we're not set free from them slave masters. We're still enslaved by the economy. We are the ones that pay, and when they took us out of slavery, all that help done was give us taxes, give us national insurance numbers. So now we help their economy rise by paying taxes. Because they realize there's no point holding slaves if all these countries have got people that are working for them and they're building infrastructure. They're building infrastructure by paying their taxes and going to work.
And just like when you mentioned before about the Tulsa, Oklahoma bombings, when we started building for ourselves in America, and then they bombed us. They said, no, we can't have this.
Anytime we do build up and start say, oh, what can we do? Let's get together now and stay a black power, the NSPCC or a black power movement, right? Black Panther movement. Anytime that happens, it's not under the law, statutes and commandments. Right? So what it does is under some black embetterment, Pan-African movement. And then all they do is bomb you up, right? And suppress you because you can't get yourself out of this. The only repatriations that you need is Numbers 35 and 33. This is the repatriations that we need as Israelites. What has happened to us? No, I feel sorry for them, man. Oh no. No, it's not about that. Read this.
Numbers chapter 35 and verse 33. So ye shall not pollute the land wherein ye are.
Alright.
For blood it defileth the land.
For what?
For blood it defileth the land.
Blood defiles the land. The blood of the prophets, the blood of the Israelites has defiled the land. This land that we're standing on right now is defiled. Look, the grass is crying. It's dying to come out of the ground because under this is soil. Right? Blood, and whose blood is inside the cement? The blood of our ancestors that built all of these infrastructures. Right? Blood has defiled the land.
Yeah. And the land cannot be cleansed of the blood that is shed therein.
The land cannot be cleansed, alright, of the blood of our ancestors except us.
But by the blood of him that shed it.
So the ones that shed the blood, the land can only be cleansed if these people's blood is shed on the same land.
Right.
And that's called karma. It's called justice.
That's it. That's the word.
That's the right word, isn't it?
Yeah, perfect.
Justice. We're talking about justice for our people. Everything that happened to us needs to happen back to them so that the land can be cleansed. The land is now defiled according to the laws of God. according to the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob in the Bible, this land is dirty because it says it in Numbers 35 and verse 33. Huh? Language. This land is defiled. Are you Brazilian? I see the Brazilian on the sandals.
So what you want for like reparations?
Reparations is blood of the enemies. Because the Hispanics and the Latinos, they are the Israelites as well. We are the southern kingdom, they are classified as the northern kingdom. So we need to join together.
What would you do with all the black people in Africa that actually enslaved?
Yeah, coons ain't making it. No coons can make it. Anyone that wants to love their enemy.
African tribes where they actually sold the blacks.
If that is the case,
That is the case.
all right, look at this though. Blacks never hand blacks on trees.
Yes, they did.
Where? Show me.
In Africa.
Show me.
And
Show me.
slavery in the Middle East.
Oh, wait, sister. What it is? There's in Africa. There's 56 different countries. There was 54 when I was born. Right? There was 54 when I was born. But new countries have been created by lines that have been divided. Show me in that time. There's this. You know what we're going with this, right? You know what we're going
I'm
with
not
this?
sure what you're going with this, bro.
No. What we're going with this is, sister. No, you know what we're going with this, right? The laws and the commandments. That's right. That femininity. Find that. Right? You're God on this. You're princess, right?
That's right.
Love you, right? Yes. Palm inshallah. Hey, yo, give a round of applause.
Very humble sister, man.
I hope she understands.
I'm trying to understand.
No, you are the one as well. You said you're Hispanic, right?
I'm not Hispanic.
Where are you from?
You make that assumption.
I made an assumption. What part of Africa? So you're Lebanese?
Morocco.
Yeah, you're Turkish.
Yeah, we go.
I've done my DNA. I've done my ancestry.
Yeah, you're Turkish.
I'm 0% Middle Eastern.
You're Turkish.
I'm not Turkish.
You're
I'm
Gomerian.
not Turkish.
You're
My grandmother is black.
You're Lebanese.
Where's your father?
My dad is from Morocco. When none of us are
Morocco,
Middle
yeah.
Eastern.
What's it? Where it is? Where are they?
North Africa.
Puttites.
Tunisian.
Puttites, no, but they're not the original Puttites. They're not. They are from. Where is it? They're Goma. They're Gomerians, man. They're a tribe of Goma, like a cousin of them.
Let me ask you a question.
Yeah. Go on, Goma.
Why is it in South Africa right now?
Yeah.
Who's the leading political party in South Africa?
Are you Muslim? You got the eye of Satan. You know that's the evil eye.
I do know that.
So why you got Satan's eye on you? Why is Satan's eye blue?
Answer a question. Who's the political
know-
party in South Africa right
You
now?
know who's got blue eyes? Caucasian people.
Okay.
So why is Satan's eye blue? Why do you have Satan's eye on you?
Who is the
Caucasian
political
eyes
party
on you?
in South Africa right now? It's the ANC. The ANC since 1994.
Yeah, go on.
So it's a black party.
No, it's not black, they're brown. I'm not colorblind.
Alright, fine. Whatever you choose.
I'm smart.
They are the leading party in South Africa.
Go on then.
right now,
It's like Mandela people.
So why is it that the country has no electricity, no power, 20 hours a day? Because of what? Corruption. Corruption doesn't see colour. Money doesn't see colour. That's what
We're not talking about color. You're talking about color. We said that you're we said you're Gomerian. Gomarian are not colors. They're a tribe of the Turkish. But you're talking about color. We never said that. We were talking to the sister about. No, sister, wait. We said.
Remember, she's not our sister.
Hey, yo. Yeah.
Yeah.
No. I'm saying we was telling. Listen, because we was telling our sister that the oppression of our people, there's judgment that needs to happen. So we're gonna read it. Let's show you. Isaiah 14, and let's get Galatians. You know the one.
6 and 7.
I don't care about all that. I care about
But we do.
Isaiah 14:1.
Read.
Cry loud.
For the Lord will have mercy on Jacob,
The Lord is going to have mercy on Jacob,
and will yet choose
and He's
Israel,
going to choose the Israelites.
and set them in their own land.
And the Israelites have been taken away from their own land into captivity. So He's going to bring us back to our land. Read.
And the strangers
And the other nations,
Shall be joined.
the Moroccans,
shall be
alright?
joined,
The Moroccans are going to be joining with us,
and they shall cleave to the house of
and the
Jacob,
Moroccans are going to cleave unto us.
and the people shall take them,
And the Israelites are going to take the Moroccans
and bring them to their place.
and bring them over and bring them to their place.
And the house of Israel
And the Israelites
shall possess them
are going to possess them
in the land of the Lord.
like how I possess these trainers. I'm going when I want to kick them off and throw them over there. This is Lebanon. This is Morocco. This is Ethiopia. This is Tunisia. That's India. Alright. Who's this? This is Canaanites. Alright. We're gonna possess them like a possession.
Possess them in the land of the Lord.
In the land of the where?
In the land of the
Where's
Lord.
the land?
In the land of the Lord.
That's where the land is. Israel.
For servants and handmaids.
Because we're in the land of our captivity. You're not listening.
Who's stopping you from
Hey,
going
Goma.
to Israel tomorrow?
Goma, you're not listening. Goma, you're not listening.
But why are you in Israel right now? That's the land of prophecy.
Goma, you're not listening.
I'm asking you.
So-
I'm asking you. If that's the promised land, then why are you in Israel right now?
Because it says the Lord is going to bring us there. Not we're going to bring ourselves there on that plane. No, there's prophecy. What it is, the difference between the Quran and the Bible, we have prophecy. You're a Muslim. I don't know if you're a Qatar or you're... I don't know if you do haram or you're a Qatar. Anyway, the whole point of it is, we believe in prophecies. We have prophets. We don't have a prophet that we just made up and says that can't read and write. Our prophets read and write. And they've written to the Israelites that we have to fulfill the prophecies before we can go back to their
So
homeland.
how do you press right now today, in the evening right now?
Get this thing.
Answer the question. How are you as an individual?
We're going to show you. Brothers, we have patience.
This existed before
You know what the thing is? If we're going to have a decent... But no, don't talk about color with her. Because remember, the Hispanics and Native Americans, Pocahontas, they got the same oppression. Thanksgiving.
Some of them are misled. So they
Thanksgiving. Remember Thanksgiving? Columbus killed the Hispanics and Native Americans as well. So it's let's not do color. Yeah, we're gonna answer you, but we've got to have patience. As a woman, you should be more modest. You know? As a woman, you should be more. You're a bit abrupt. But we asked you to have meekness, Morocco, meekness.
You have to answer the question.
This is the book.
Let's not repeat ourselves.
This is the answer.
I'm gonna say what this is.
Alright,
Whether
this
you
is-
want me to or not, I'm saying it. Read.
This is the book.
Wait.
He's a person that's married. No, yeah, but if he's a person that's been affected by you, by personal experience, he has to turn to that anyway for the answer.
I'd like to know the person.
Because my experience before was being a bad man, a road man, a gunman, and shanking up my brothers, pouring out the gal them. So my mindset before I was in this Bible was a mad thing. Now I've turned to this, I have to show you what has changed me from that lifestyle. Yeah, and before I came to this, I was getting chased down by police officers. I was slapping up my bros. I was pouring out the gal them. I was fulfilling what it said.
Let's read it. Let's read it.
Let's read it.
This is Baruch, the book of Baruch, chapter 3.
One moment, brother. One moment.
This is Baruch chapter 3 and verse 8. It says, behold, we are yet this day in our captivity.
What are we in this day?
We are yet this day in our
Oh,
captivity.
we're in our homelands.
We are yet this day in our captivity.
If you call yourself black British, you are captive.
That's right.
Because you're not black, you're brown,
That's
and
right.
you're not British.
That's
You
right.
are the original Brits. We are the black kings on this earth, on this land. We are yet.
In the name of Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh.
So we
Shai.
bind you.
Go,
No,
man.
no, you can't two bind.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, we
Anyway,
No, look.
bro, what it is, our people them, they're mesmerized by the other nations. Because why? Because they talk about, well, black people were one, and you're talking about this and that. So a nigger would love to jump on top of that girl. Wait, she's been most probably, she's been pumped up. She's been pumped up with some juice by a Negro, and that's why she's got that Negro juice on her.
Can't fight faith with ignorance, though.
Pardon?
Can't fight faith with ignorance, though.
You can't fight faith with ignorance. Give the brother a round of applause.
That's right. Beautiful.
You can't find faith with ignorance.
Can I finish this verse?
You can't touch, it's not tangible. It's not tangible. But you see what you just said, right? Faith without works is dead. So what we do, we have to rehearse the works. Faith manifestation shows through works. Abraham wasn't chosen if he didn't keep the commandments and laws. You understand? You can't keep saying you have faith and you just have batty. What faith you got? You got faith in Batimanism or Sodomites. So what it is, we keep the laws and commandments to show the Most High why we have faith in Him. You get that, bro? One faith, one commandment is we can't buy it on the Sabbath day as Israelites. Understand? We should wait. We should wait for the sun. Hey, you might not have known.
It's ignorance.
You might not have known. So the Most High, what He'll do, He'll wink at your transgression because right now we have grace. You know when you go work, there's probation. You got to pass probation, and you got a grace period for probation. There's a time. It's like 6 months or something, 3 months or whatever. Yeah. So now, what we've got is this timeline from when the Messiah came till now. We've had 2,000 years of grace. So what we're doing is waking up out of our sleep, and that's because we're a lost sheep. That's right.
And as lost sheep, now it's a new age, bro. It's a new.
There's nothing new under the sun. You can say there's a new generation of people, but the age is of old.
No, a new age of waking up.
Oh, of awakening. Yeah, give me that in Joel. He's right. Joel chapter 2, verse 28, and give me 1 John chapter 2 and verse 7. King, you know you're an Israelite, though, yeah? You know you're an Israelite, yeah? Have you looked it up?
African Israelite. Huh? African Israelite.
Don't skip your Africanus. He is this guy. Have you seen his face before? He drew the map of Africa. So we can't, and Africa was divided into lines because there's different countries within Africa. That's a continent. Right? It's like Europe is a continent. You can't just say I'm Europe, I'm a European. They'll say no, I'm French, I'm from the I'm Dutch.
There's even like,
I'm Russian.
There's even like direction of European, like he said.
Yeah, there's percentage, you know what I mean? You got the Celtics, you got Northumbria, West Sussex, and right, the House of Lannister and all these things. So look, these people, they all skip your Afrikaners. We can't be African and an Israelite at the same time. Israelites live in West Africa.
But you can be a descendant though.
You can't be a descendant of Ham because the land of Africa was given to Cush, the Hamites. Hamites is a son of Noah, and we are not the progenitors of the Hamites. We are from the progenitors of Shem. We come from Shem, Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. That's
right.
And Jacob has 12 sons, the Israelites. So look, if you do, take a picture of this, there's 18 nations in the Bible, and these are the names. Oh, King, look at these names. You might see them in the Bible and be like, who's Javan? Javan is the Greeks. Like, who is Ashkenaz? They're the Germans. Right? You might see a name like Aram, they're the Syrians. Ishmael, you know, is the Arabs. But Moab is Chinese. Kush,
I knew about Moab.
You know Kush is Ethiopia.
Yeah.
Right?
I knew about Moab because they tried to use it as a military. They tried to use it as a military bomb, innit? But they originally got it from that.
Yeah, Moab. Alright, so look, these studies like Edom. When you see
Obviously,
Edom in the Bible,
know something, I research it.
Yeah, and that's what we done. Edom in the Bible, when we read it, it spiritually, it jumps out the page that this is talking about the Caucasians, man. You understand? Because it just shows you the ethics and their pride and their heart and their characteristics. It says that Edom is definitely the white man.
Yeah,
right?
definitely.
So that's what we're doing, bro. We're out here to just show little simple-minded people, show them, look, this is little things that we're lacking. We're lacking that knowledge and understanding.
Yeah, brother.
Have you got your Bible? You got a Bible? That's good. What kind of stuff you doing? Right?
You wanna speak to the brother?
This is the Vine of Israel London. It's a YouTube channel we got. You get me? This is our email address and this is our WhatsApp number. Alright, we ain't got it direct, it's on the WhatsApp. Contact us in teaching 7 sisters. You get me? 7 sisters? Yeah.
That's calm, I'm trying to hens as well.
Yeah, 7 sisters on the Sabbath day, bro. Friday sundown to Saturday sundown. You know about the Sabbath rules. You seen the Sabbath rules?
Yeah. Because my brothers are 7-day Adventists, isn't it?
Yeah, so it's little similarities. But 7-day Adventist. 7-day Adventist was created by Ellen G. White. Alright, so there's another Caucasian person that pushes white Jesus. You understand? Yes, King.
What's the debate? I don't want to debate. What's the debate? It's Muslim. What's the debate? What's the debate? What's the debate? No. I understand.
Isaiah 1:18, and Jude chapter 1.
This is Isaiah 1 and verse 18, and it reads, come now and let us reason together.
Let us reason, bro. Let us reason, because we're brothers, man. And we're a nation that are not. Give me Zephaniah 2 verse 1. Peace and love, right? You got the reason, you got the number, right? Come now, let us reason. Jude chapter 1. Right? Yeah, Jude chapter 1 and verse 3.
Zephaniah chapter 2 verse 1 says, gather yourselves together. Yea, gather together, O nation not desired.
Come on, we're a nation not desired, man. Slavery then, slavery now. Right? Prisons then, prisons now. Court systems then getting sold on your auction blocks. But we're a nation that are not desired for generations. Jude chapter 1 and verse 3.
This is Jude chapter 1 and verse 3. Beloved, when I gave you all diligence to write unto you the common salvation, it was needful for me to write unto you and exhort you that you should earnestly contend for the faith.
Bro, on a debate, let's contend.
Get the gloves, bro. Bible ain't using it. There's loads of Bibles in it. The Bible's been changed, first of all.
That's the first line of it.
That's the first one.
The Bible's changed.
The Bible's been changed. So which one you going off?
Okay, we're reading the King James
the brother's
edition.
kind of, he's over there.
16:11.
No, that's all right, man. What y'all talking about, man? I just want to find out.
Alright, look, we're reading the King James edition.
This is what we're talking about.
Do you know what it was switched from? The Bible before the King James. Alright, the Bible before the King James was the it says it on the paper thing. The
Chronicle.
Look it up, please. Go think the Bible before King James. I've got the name specifically. Let's get the name on the internet. It's so bad. No, but it wasn't translated. The King James was translated from Hebrew, but there was another Bible before
The Geneva.
King James, the Geneva Bible. Alright, so the Geneva Bible had errors in it. Alright, big major errors. And at the beginning of our Bible, it actually shows us where some of the errors were. And it says, look, the words were wrong. Where it said it should have said do, it said didn't. And big errors were there. So what they done, they got scholars. And as you can read in the beginning of this, it shows you why he went through the translators of the Bible, and why he translated. So you got to read these contexts of the translators and why they went into these things. Because the words were translated, some of them in the wrong aspects. So when it says, don't be a batty man, he was saying, might have said, you can be a batty man. That's mad. So we had to make the King James made sure.
Shut up to this day, that's not good. Understand where you're coming from, yeah? Like I'm feeling that, because I know they try to do one part and buy and rule with Africa. But that was their main thing. Africa, there were more kings, there were all of them like kings.
Africa, right?
Kings,
Wait, what?
No, but go on.
No, yeah, so you're right, Africa's been divided, man. Alright, and Ethiopia had a part to play to help the Caucasians come in, because they were Orthodox Christians. You understand? And so what we got today is Leo Scipio Africanus. That we didn't know this yesterday, but we found this out, that this is a so-called white man. Alright, after the Hannibal era, you know the Hannibal of Carthage, right? The Punic Wars. There was wars. You know the biggest war was in Africa. They weren't wars Right? All of the countries of Europe came to put their hands in Africa, and they divided. Some was to Spain, some to this
That's how they
country.
kill the kingship and the whole
Yeah.
thing.
What's it?
I understand that, I respect that, man.
Yeah,
But
so-
like you see now, yeah.
So what, let me land, right? So now, Africa is a continent, alright? We know that there's tribes, there's Nilotic tribes, there's Bantu tribes. Are you,
I'm guessing.
Nigeria. So what's the difference between Ashanti and Yoruba?
No, you see, there's no difference. That's the problem. Like, for example,
why-
they're trying to
why-
make, like,
why are they
they're
divided by
see,
land?
They're trying to make, like, for example, yeah, like small, like say, Nigeria go to war with the United States. Do you understand the difference? How they try and make it look like a small African country is as big as the whole of the United States. They're trying to make that.
It is.
But it don't work.
Africa can fit into the United States 3 times. United States can fit into Africa 3 times.
Yeah. But they're
Yeah,
trying,
the map's been altered.
but they're trying to make it like, say, if the United States wanted to go to war with Africa, they'll pick a small country like, say, Ghana or something, right? And they'll pick on that country and say, Africa.
Yeah, pick on one little part.
Instead of the whole Africa, because
Yeah,
they
the whole
can't
Africa,
stand.
because they can't do it.
They can't.
Yeah,
So
obviously
that
they can't.
divide and conquer.
You know how much
They've been
billion?
doing
That's why Putin knows that the billions that live in Africa, if they actually dealt with their own economy and dealt together financially, had an African bank, they would crush all the other nations. Because why? Who done that? What's his name? Manson Musa, isn't it? Mali. Well, did he just not give up? Did he not give out gold and crumple the Egyptian economy just by going on a tour and giving out gold and crap in the economy? So what it is, these countries, Nigeria, Ghana, Congo, they're not segregated by line. They're called the Bantus, the Akans. The Akan people, according to God, they are the Israelites. Because we can go to Joshua chapter 19. No, I want Ashan. You know what I want.
Yeah, churches.
Joshua.
Now, believe on that when the true Israelites in the room.
Give me Acts chapter 13 and verse 1.
You believe in that?
Brother, come on, we're up here with Bibles, man.
How'd you pray?
We pray towards the east, up towards Jerusalem. And we have to pray with our hands above our heads, our hands in the air. The Bible shows us how to pray, and we pray in our closets. We can't pray that men can see us. We don't pray on the street corners to be seen of men. It's not for men to say, oh, look, they're praying. The Messiah says that in Matthew. He says, pray in thy closet.
You know what I mean?
Did he not? He says that, right? He says that, right? Don't be like the hypocrites do.
Well, do you believe Jesus is God?
No.
No, Jesus is a Messiah.
He's the son of man. He's a messenger. He's the son of man. He's the son to the
These guys are
man.
Muslims.
We're not Muslims, bro. To hell with Ishmael, bro.
but
Arabians have to go to slavery, bro. Arabians have to go to slavery, bro. All right. All nations that had their hands on the Israelites, the Negroes and Hispanics, have to die, bro, and have to be our slaves. All right. That's what we're not no Muslims, bro. We don't have a stone where we bow down to and kiss it, and we think we're getting 70 virgins and that, bro. Are you mad?
You say you believe, yeah? But is there like a...
Bro, we don't want no 70 virgins.
Is there like a...
That's some Muslim doctrine.
It's a hadith that they say like it's just so you can dig
The conversation, bro. You say your religion, bro. Stop being to the Muslim, bro.
Then you can keep going, man. We're having a talk with our brother. Hey, yo, you're getting in a family conversation. This is my brother. You're getting in a family conversation. Mind your business, man.
Why are you bragging out?
Hey, my guy, mind your business. You're involved in my family conversations. Go and find your friend, man. Go and find your brother.
It's public road. You came to the road.
Go and find your brother, man.
You came to us, bro. Fuck you talking
No
about.
one comes to you. No one don't need you.
I get you one down the road in a minute, bro.
We're having a
Fucking make a one phone call and you fucking
Keep it moving, then.
what? He's got that energy, bro.
No, you don't need to come up.
This is the book of Acts.
It's my fucking hands,
This is the
bro.
book of Acts, chapter
fucking
13,
hands.
verse
Keep
1. Now they were in the church that was in Antioch.
Bruv, hello.
Certain
Hello.
prophets and teachers, as
Yo.
Barnabas and Simeon. That was called nigger.
That was called what?
That was called nigger.
That was called nigger.
That's right.
Right? Nigger. See that? Show him. Nigeria is in the Bible.
Bunch of pussies wearing the fucking widows.
Now they were in Acts 13 and 1. Now they were in the church that was in
Bro, we don't
Antioch.
need this in this hands,
Certain
bro.
prophets
Don't fuck off, bro,
and
with
the
your
teachers
shit pictures, bro.
as Barnabas and
Where
Silas.
is this? It's not even fucking true,
Right,
huh?
that was called nigger, right?
That was called
Niger, Niger, black man. Black man is
Fuck
nigger.
you, bro. What? Look, this black community, bro. What are you talking about?
Black America, you see that? This is
Bro, this is the
what black
past,
means.
bro. We living
Nigga,
nowadays.
Niger means
Hello?
black.
Yo, fuck
Did you know
off,
that?
bro.
Yeah?
Brother,
It's the white people that
in the
classify them as
in
niggas.
other translations,
understand?
in the
blacks that
NIV,
went
Bro,
to
you
America.
can fuck off from this hands, bro. Don't need this
in
here,
the,
bro.
in the
Hello?
other translations,
Yo.
the NIV,
Yo.
alright,
Yo,
all of these other translations, the NIV, NCV,
whose fucking
RSV,
pay you need to come here,
this
bro?
Niger is pronounced black man. Understand?
Where did you get
The prophets and the teachers ain't Caucasian, man. Alright? So get Amos chapter 2 and verse 11. Amos 2 and 11. Please, one sec, please. Amos 2 and 11.
Look
The book of
homeless,
Amos,
mate.
chapter 2 and verse 11. I raised up your sons for prophets
So he raised up our sons, alright? Go on.
and your young men for Nazarites.
Nazarites, the ones with the locks and that, right?
Is it not even thus, O ye
ones with
children
the
of
locks and
Israel?
that.
So only the children of
Fucking
Israel
lunatic,
are
man.
prophets. Only the children of
laughing at you.
Israel are black men. You see how we linked up black man with the children of Israel and the prophets?
Who are the children of Israel?
The black men. You just said it, bro. You gotta hear it. In Acts
Who that?
13,
Fuck you. I listen, bro. We can fuck off
they
from
come
this
from
hands,
Israel.
man.
Abraham, Isaac,
Hello?
and Jacob.
Hello? Bro,
Of Abraham, Isaac,
you
and
get
Jacob.
disrespect me, you get fucking disrespect.
A lot of people get mixed up with that.
This is what I'm
Hey,
showing you.
bro, come from
What you
around
mean,
here.
bro? Fuck off, bro. Fuck you.
Right?
Go on.
There's a difference. There's a difference.
Tell your brother to jump.
Listen, there's a difference between a place and a name.
No, certain places in the
Israel,
Bible.
wait. Israel is a geographical location, but the children of Israel, who are black people, the children of Israel, who are black people, are the descendants of Israel. They are the descendants. They are.
You guys look like homeless, man. Can you be a food, man?
Go on. You're saying the descendants of
Israel, right?
There's times in the Bible when it talks about a place, but there's times also when it talks about a people. Israel is the son of, is Jacob's name got changed from Jacob into Israel.
And if you go back further from Genesis, right, it started with Abraham.
Bro, the children of
It started
Israel,
with
when it
Abraham.
talks
He
about the
was
place,
black.
it says the land of
Let him land.
It started with Abraham, and Abraham was black. And he said, God said to Abraham, right, because you are faithful, I will make you to multiply more than the sands on the seashore. And if you come right down and you follow it, you see it was black.
Get the little boys.
And people have to get that right. It's because Abraham was black. That's where it started.
Genesis chapter 12.
Only Abraham done the rest. No, it comes down, right? And if I had time, you read right down to where the black people wanted a king, and they got this king Nimrod, and Nimrod tried to build the Tower of Babel, and God said he's going to bring in the languages, and that's why you find that Africa has so much languages. But at the same time,
This is the book of Genesis, chapter 12 and verse 6. And Abraham passed through the land unto the place of Shechem, unto the plain of Morah, and the Canaanite was then in the land.
So Canaanites were in the land. That's why they called it the land of Canaan. Because the Canaanites stole the land of the Israelites, of Abraham's seed, right?
And the Lord
You can't
appeared.
talk about Abraham and not read it, man.
And the Lord appeared unto Abraham and said, Unto thy seed
Unto thy seed
will I give this land.
will he give the land.
And there builded he an altar unto the Lord who appeared unto him.
Can't. And it talks about, go on, you say from the west, and to the east. Oh yeah, here it is. Here, look, here,
This is
13.
Genesis
This is the place, right?
13 and 14. And the Lord said unto Abraham, After that Lot was separated from him. Lift up thine eyes and look from the place where thou art northward.
So look that way, alright, go on.
And southward.
And look this way.
And eastward. And westward.
East and west, and look around.
For all the land which thou seest to give thee, to thee will I give it, and to thy seed forever.
And this is the land that Moses, that Abraham was looking at. All these lands is the lands that he was given. Where this belongs to Abraham. This is our motherland. We did not come from Nigeria. We did not come from Ghana. We did not come from Congo. We are Khans. The Bantus, we come from the tribes of Judah, Benaim, Benjamin, and Levi. We're the southern kingdom of Israel. The southern kingdom of Israel fled into Africa. And a lot of the times, we always went into Africa. We went into Egypt. Where else did we go? When Jesus was born, the Messiah, we went where? Into Egypt.
We know, but what's the benefit? The benefit that
okay, did you know that they were called niggas? You know that Paul and Barnabas was called niggas?
I know that they weren't nigger was switched around. I know that was a positive thing.
Niger.
I know it's been switched around. I really know that. Niger's a place. I want to say, what's the point?
Nigeria, the black people, the Bantus.
Would you not rather just like a message that says, okay, look, I'm not pushing you, your life is going to be good.
Isaiah 1. We'll show you what. Give me Matthew 10:5. This is the reason why.
This is Isaiah 1 verse 3. The ox knoweth his owner, and the ass his master's crib, but Israel doth not know.
Our people don't need to know. You can say, oh, what does it matter? Our people need to know where they're coming from.
Are you a Jew?
We are the Jews. We are the Israelites. Yahweh. Judah, Yahweh.
You're basically trying to enlighten black people to let them know they're Jews.
They're the real Jews. Yeah. Kyrie Irving tried. Kanye West tried. Wiley tried. Not Nick Cannon tried. Kendrick Lamar tried. When they try, they oppress them.
If you went to Jewish community right now,
you gotta be a PD.
They won't accept you.
You gotta be a LeBron.
Because they're not the Jews.
You gotta be a coon.
We know that. But the society says they are, bro. You're not gonna.
If you're a Jay-Z,
I'm not gonna turn around and say no. We're the Jews. Everyone else is wrong,
bro.
They're not gonna listen to you.
Bro, if you're a coon,
not the first time.
If you're a coon, you get paid off. If you're a coon, you know what Israel people?
Because I'm seeing these same people in.
No, my boss. Yeah.
And then the Hebrews. I walk past. You don't see me walk past. You get me? But I've been saying people I'm a Hebrew. But
so you know.
No, but it is. Go on. I want you to hear his point. Because these are Muslims that knows full history about Hebrews.
But we're not plowing down towards Mecca because the Quran never mentions Mecca. The Quran actually says that the Israelites are the best.
No, do you know? Yes, it says about the Israelites
are the best. Why doesn't it say about the Chinese people?
Moses taking the.
But why doesn't it talk about Chinese? Why is the Quran talking about Israel and not Chinese? Are you racist?
No, bro.
Are you racist against the Chinese?
I'll tell you.
Because the Chinese worship Buddha. Why don't you talk about Buddha? Why are you talking about Abraham's God? So I'm saying, it's shaky over there.
Bro, what the Quran is, it's like a final message from all the other books. The Bible is just a way of life.
No, not for Buddha books.
It doesn't change nothing. It doesn't take
bro.
It doesn't take the Judaism way.
Please, King, listen to what he just said. It's not about...
That's it. What you mean? You're just wrecking your head.
King, I've read the Quran. It says if anything's unclean... Bro, let's get the Quran, please. Because the Quran says I can slap my wife if she goes off.
Don't say that.
Oh my God.
Bring it out.
We study, man.
Read this thing.
We read these books now.
I read this thing.
I'm not going to debate one line from what Allah says in one line to come to this.
We're going to read all these lines. See all of these? All right, you see all of these? Can we read all these lines then? Have you got time? Because we've got quite a few. What, slap out your girl?
Yeah. They're blessed everybody, yeah.
Bro, look, we're coming to reason. Bro, you know what it is? We're not on this. Read the thing. Yeah, read the thing, brother. Read the thing. Wait. Hey, yo, you read it. You read it. All right. So we'll read it. Alright, read it. Cry aloud, bro.
This is Surah 4 and verse 20.
Hey, you don't want to hear your together. Hey, yo, you're speaking over the Quran, man. Hey, yo, is this the right translation? Because you're mentioning about King James.
And then it's like a flood, but it's not saying flood like a physical flood. Like a flood.
Flood is inside.
Now he's watering it down. Read it.
He's got the
Watered down version. You ain't got that strong Arab man version, man. You got a look of Englishman thing. Read.
Surah 4 and 34.
Guys, you know what? The God told
Look, men are in charge of women.
Men are in charge of women.
But right on what Allah has given one over the other and what they spend for maintenance from their wealth. So righteous women are devoutly obedient.
She's obedient, bro. She's got the letterbox thing. Teenage Mutant.
What's your mouth, bro?
Garden.
Bro, relax, bro. What's your mouth?
She's obedient, man.
Talk to a bro, man. I'll slap you here, bro.
You'll slap me for another age, for another nation. For another nation. Against your brother. Against your brother.
Don't abuse someone, bro.
It
don't matter, bro.
That's
why Islam is the truth.
You're not slapping me, bro. Look at your nation.
It doesn't matter what color you are, bro.
It didn't say color, it said nation.
No. You're slapping who, bro?
Bro, wallahi, I will slap you.
Look at the Arabs. I'm not gonna lie. Look at the Arabs, bro. Barking, man. Bro.
Someone's nice.
Read it, man. Read in the Quran.
This is Surah
Read it.
4 and verse 34.
Hold order.
This guy look at a woman in there.
Of course she's an obedient. She's obedient.
Bro, don't turn around.
You're not obedient.
Bro, don't be like, don't turn around. Read it.
Are you obedient?
Don't abuse people. That's not
abuse. What do you mean? So what are you going to do? You're going to beat me up for Muslims, bro? For Arabs?
I'm a Muslim, bro.
But you're not Arab. You're not an Ishmaelite.
It don't matter.
You're an Israelite. You can't beat me up for another nation. That is why we're segregated. Because we got coons in our nation.
Read it.
Yeah. You're a coon, man. You'll kill me for an Arab, man. You're a coon. You're not a king on this earth if you're going to do
Guys, the God don't want this.
You're not a king on this earth.
Listen, he's saying, yeah. One second, he's saying,
read the thing, man. The man's going to slap his woman, man. The man's going to beat up his
listen, he said, wait one second. He said, in his nation, it doesn't matter about color.
Bro, the most side, we're not talking about color. You are. Because the
No, it's a
Hispanics and
nation.
Native Americans are our people. They fit the same. Hispanics.
We didn't take.
That's why Islam is
Hispanics.
everybody's a Muslim.
There's no truth, man.
But
there's no prophet of Arabs, bro.
Bro,
The prophets only come out of the tribes of Israel. There's no prophets from the Arabs, bro. There's no Arab prophet, bro. The prophets come out of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. There's no prophet out of Ishmael. Read.
So look, Surah 4.
We are racist, bro. Because of what they've done to our nation, bro.
He thinks that an Arab woman want him to
Fuck
take
this,
his
man.
daughter.
Fuck this, man. Yo, at the end of the day, Arabs had us in slavery. If you want to hold on to Arabs, you're going in slavery with the Arabs, bro. Fine.
Read it, man.
Bro.
It says, but those wives from whom you fear arrogance, first advise them,
First advise them.
Then if they persist, forsake them in bed, and finally strike them.
And then do what?
Finally strike them.
Yeah, strike them. Alright? Like the brother wants to do to us. You're gonna punch up his brother. Bro, but if your wife's disrespecting, punch them up, fam.
And this is shit.
And it don't say with a cloth. You're adding to the text. You're adding to the text.
Like a cloth, like a...
You understand?
Like a rag.
Right. Yeah, what do you mean? Like what, here with a cloth?
No, it doesn't say to strike.
That's what it means.
All of it, there's all different translations.
Translations, bro. That's okay.
Let me read this.
Read. So, go on, read.
Surah 2 and verse 122.
Read.
O children of Israel,
Israel,
remember my favor which I have bestowed upon you, and that I preferred you over the world.
Over the what?
Over the world.
So look, why is it not talking about the Chinese and the Japanese, bro? Why is it talking about Israelites? If you're an Arab, talk about Arabs, blood. If you're an Ishmael, all children of Israel. So why is he not talking about Arabs, man?
Why is he not talking about
Arabs
Ishmael?
are not preferred. Ishmael is not preferred. Israel is preferred. Why does it not say Chinese? Why does it not say Japanese? Why does it not say Indian? Why does it not say Romanian? Why is he talking about us? Because we are the best, bro.
Can I bring this
now?
Aren't you meant to be happy?
we're still the best.
Why are you angry? Why are you fighting?
Why are we
that
going
you're
to
the
be
best?
Muslims now?
Why are you fighting that you're the best?
We know we are.
You're fighting me for an Arab woman,
I'm
bro.
not- Because you are disrespecting
Fuck
people,
Arab women, bro. Fuck all of them for what they've done to our nation, bro. And I won't stop saying it, bro. And if you punch me in the face, I'll still say it when I'm bleeding. I don't give a fuck about them, bro. And I shouldn't, because the Most High, the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, said he's going to destroy them, bro.
That's right.
And he brings the Son of Man, bro. We are racist, bro. We are prejudiced. We don't give a damn about them people, fam. It's clear. And give me, bro, we're going to find out. Read this.
This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, verse 68. And the Lord shall scatter thee among all people.
So the Lord is going to scatter us among all people
From one end of the earth,
that's Deuteronomy 28:64.
even unto the other. Hold on, let me finish this.
Even
verse.
unto the other,
And there thou shalt serve other gods,
we shall serve other nationalities' gods.
which neither nor thy fathers have known.
So that's not my God, Buddha. That's not my God, the Krishna. That's not my God, the so-called white man. Ishmael, bowing to a stone ain't my God.
Even wood
Even
and
what?
stone. Even wood and stone.
Even what?
Even wood and stone.
Even what?
Even wood and stone.
We will bow down to other gods, even wood and stones.
And these are the curses
And
of
we
Israelites.
cannot bow down to no idol images, fam. The God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob gave Moses laws, commandments. Read a commandment.
Church, you don't go to church.
This is the church right now.
Okay, but you go to actual.
This is the, we do. The temple is within you.
Okay, yeah, I like that. So anyway, I'm not saying Deuteronomy or whatever.
Deuteronomy.
Deuteronomy, yeah, Deuteronomy, how I say it, yeah.
Moses,
Obviously,
look at Moses.
It tells you,
Musa.
right, it tells you, it tells you that you're suffering. That's what it tells you. It tells you that he gave us a commandment and we didn't follow it. That's why we're in suffering. That's what it tells you.
That's what you just read.
It tells you. So at the end of the day, we can't be angry at other people because we put ourselves in.
Yeah, we put
That's what
ourselves
he's
in
trying to
it.
say.
But if we
But that's
worship
what he's
wood
trying
and
to say.
stone, are we going to keep